Hello, my beautiful Saras people. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. I'm back again. It's been a while, but I've got another video for you. We're going to talk about everything new in staratlas in the last week and a half, give or take. But before that, as you can see, I got some new material on me. Woo woo! Now, shout out to Galea Merchants, of course, for giving me this nice shirt. The other one had FTX on it. They who shall not be named. I've still got that shirt in the background. As a reminder that you need to take your stuff off the exchanges. Don't trust anyone. Maybe really pessimistic. But guys, let's talk about staratlas, my friends. In this video, I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff first, but at the end, I'm actually going to touch on something I think is really good. It's a new table on the AEP Flipside dashboard that's going to help you make a decision on what the best place to put your ships are, either mining or scanning. Gives you actually a percentage like ROI, which I think is exceptional. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna stick to that. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? But thank you first off to Galea Merchants for my brand new awesome shirt. It fits well, suits really well. Let's bring it up so you can see. This is it. This is what it looks like. Okay, close so you can see. Anyway, and I like it. Yeah, so Galea Merchants, of course, Kriggs, he sent this to me. It was a little surprise. I was really surprised when I got it. He did say it was a surprise. I was like, surprise! It took a while to get here because he was from US. I'm in Australia. It takes a while to get things over into here. But make sure you check out Galea Merchants, of course. I'm not advertising for them, of course. I'm just saying, you know, hey, he did something nice for me. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So you can go grab lots of stuff there if you. They do have some cool poster pictures, and I think it actually does look kind of cool. A lot of the characters from the comic series is actually pretty cool, I would say. Now let's go and see some new changes. Before that, not new changes, sorry. I want to have a small chat to you because people forget. So quick to forget, guys. Like in staratlas, it's taken a long time but for us to get to where we are now. And every which way along the way, people are unhappy. People are complaining a hell of a lot now about the whole whales doing their whale stuff and stealing LP from other factions, even though like multi-faction, what can do. And things change so quick. It makes me frustrated a little bit. We'll just forget about some of the important things. Guys, what happened to Tokes? Everyone was so upset about it. What's happened to Tokes, right? No one's even talking about it now. What's happened to Team's Runway? No one's even talking about it now. What's happening to, for example, or some of the other items in staratlas that people were really unhappy with? No one cares. Yes. And testament to that, things change so often. Look at this video. This is posted by staratlas. This is how it was going. When was this? I don't know, ages ago, like 2 years ago, give or take. Laggy as hell. This was in the showroom, the mud showroom. Just even a small avatar walking back and forth. Look at how rudimentary that was. And now this is what we have now. Nearly a massive multiplayer online playing of MMORPG, and with people that you can actually play with and verse against and go and shoot against, and it's incredible, right? It's taken a while to get here, but in that time, people are people, and people sometimes are nasty. Okay, I'm just gonna say it how I see it, and sometimes, you know, it makes me want to retract a little bit and go into my little bubble and just make my content and don't even check Discord or don't even check Facebook or just look at the team's announcements only. And sometimes that's what I want to do, okay? And I just go ahead and live a really happy life. So, what am I trying to say? How to say people get really unhappy. Alright, especially if it's crypto, because I know there's money involved, and when there's money involved, emotions get really hot and heavy. You feel like you have to get more and more out of it. But to the team, I'm gonna say this. The team, you guys, all of this stuff, like, if you just make a fun game, make game really, really fun to play. No one's gonna care about how much you're making. Although some people will, of course. Some people will be extractionary. Like they'll say, "This is my highest return. I'm gonna get that definitely." But people won't mind giving my resources to someone else if I have a really, really great time doing it. Very simple. So that's my little monologue. Okay, I felt like I had to say something because people in the room and people playing games, Rome playing games, they're playing the game. They're trying to dissuade people, trying to half threaten people. There's so much happening. It's a bit crazy. Okay, so and they can do whatever the hell they want, right? They're playing their game the way they see it, right? And the same, and I'm gonna say this to Rome, like. Not just Rome, whoever else, okay? And I have nothing against Rome. I like those guys. They're part of the Star Wars community. We're a part of the Star Wars community. I can do whatever the hell I want. If I want to come to Oni, if I want to come to Uster or Mud and put in resources, I'm gonna do it. Of course, they can go to the team and say, "Hey, team, this isn't great for the whole thing." Okay, sure. Playing the games. All right, no problems. Fun with life. How I see it. Anyway, that's enough. Let's go. Let's see some nice pictures. Let's do some distraction therapy. I'm a nurse, so distractions are good. So these are some guns that I saw. Bricker kinetic rapid fire, extra small. Pierce kinetic rapid fire, and the Calico rapid fire. So these are all kinetic weapons. So I assume they're like material weapons, like bullets, right? They do look pretty good, pretty similar. They do look nice. They look very nice. And I missed some of these before. This was posted a while ago, but I thought I should cover them anyway, because I haven't made a video in a while. Now, some changes that you should know about from the team, from Michael Wagner specifically, Starbase updates. And it's a good thing. Like, they need to constantly be making small adjustments to the economy as it's going, because, of course, they're going to do that. And just push some live updates to the Starbase products, with a few additional updates coming early next week. What's released right now, okay? Atlas faction rewards by epoch now scale with Starbase level. So which means, remember they were saying that the Starbase levels are going to give you different rewards for Atlas. So here we go. So if I remember correctly, there were 3 different levels. Is that right? Yeah, so that's fine. That just means that, what does that actually mean? That means different factions will have to get to different levels to be able to unlock more Atlas to be given. I'm not sure if that's going to penalize those at the bottom, like the faction that has the least Atlas. Not sure. Mamba, the Max Hog and Mamba X recipes are now available to craft. This is a really good thing. This is going to relieve a lot of the pressure off the market, as well as off of resources, as well as off of crafting to redeem LP. Because remember, I want you guys to keep this in mind. Right now, there's a lot of issues with LP redemption and people just not making any profit. Right now, that's the only way, that's the only outlets for this LP. Remember, the LP store is supposed to be huge. It's supposed to have cosmetic items, skin items, bonuses, or like titles, for example. Lots of other stuff that the team haven't implemented yet. But right now, it's only for redeeming Atlas, right? And that's only the first function of it. It's supposed to be other functions. So, of course, it's going to be heavy because that's the only thing they can do. So when the team bring in all these other extra things, cosmetics, paint your damn ship, being able to name your fleet. I think naming your fleet should be an LP item. Okay? I think being able to put a specific name on your fleet should cost you LP. And that is going to really reduce, not really a lot, but in conjunction with other stuff, reduce the amount of LP being redeemed for Atlas specifically. And this is an example of this. Using a Maxog or a Mamba X recipes to try and reduce the load on LP on the factions, on the Atlas being emitted. I hope that makes sense. I jumbled it up a little bit, but I hope that makes sense, guys. So yes, we have 2 new ships. Well, they're not new. We used to get these before. The Max Hog is pretty good for cargo, and the Mamba X, I don't know what the Mamba X is. It's a fighter. Not a great fighter, but it's something you can redeem. Yes, so we're going to have a look at those and see what the current cost to do that is. Now, to be released later in the week is Starbase Crafting now continues to operate at a reduced speed. Even when supply of food drops to 0, base crafting speed increases with tier. Okay, so we have different Starbase tiers. Tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. 6 is the central space station. Now, they're saying that even if there is no food at the Starbase, it will continue to craft for you. This is to make sure that the economy keeps chugging along, so that even the small people like you and me at the CSS continue to craft without our stuff just staying for 10 hours, 5 days, unless a whale comes along and puts in food, because otherwise, it's a loss. It's actually a loss to put in food. So yeah, that's I think not a bad plan. Now, of course, the base crafting speed will be increased by the base tier of the space station. So I think that's also a really good thing. That's, that'll just spur us more, increase the bases so that it keeps going more, so that base crafting speed increased. So that's pretty good. I think that's good. Now, the next thing is reduced SDU requirements for Starbase upgrading by significant amount to better align with new scanning mechanic emission. This is very good because I think there was a big increase. I think Funcracker was talking before, a big increase between a Starbase tier 2 and a tier 3 with SDU requirements. It went from 3 million to like 130 million, something crazy. So I think they've changed that a little bit. And SDU prices have gone up a little bit. Remember, they used to be 0.1, now they're 0.13. Not a huge amount. When it comes to scanning and SDUs, table is where that's going to come in. Okay? That's the ROI table by Flipside and Aphia and Viktor. I'm gonna donate to you, man. This is really. Top of that, let's see the new passenger capacity values that they've now added to the ships. Here is the Chipto's spreadsheet of all of the ships. Okay, let's actually increase this to 50 so you can see a lot more. So basically, they've added a whole new column at the bottom here. I'm gonna remove all of these others so you. So let's hide F all the way to W. Let's hide that. And then we see this. Close up. Now, the capacity, passenger capacity, is basically, it's not how much crew the ship has. That's crew is how many people are working on that ship, okay? Passenger capacity is now a new stats to say, okay, how many crew can this ship transport? How many people or how many human resources can the ship transport? Need your initial crew to operate the ship, then this is extra that you're actually pushing along. Now, this is something that's been coming for a long time now, okay? And also pretty recently, because the team are giving us crew members. How are we going to transport crew members? There's no functionality in that so far. This is that solution to that, okay? Now, when I say it's been coming a long time before, because we've had ships that have literally been passenger transport ships, and they hadn't had a value assigned to this, and now they do. So this is one of them. So let's have a look at this. The Thimble Air Bike can take no extra passengers. It has one person who can operate the ship, but it can't take any more passengers. Now let's go over to this one. The first and the cheapest ship that is going to give you the ability to transport one passenger is the Thimble Lobby. Okay, passenger capacity, it's not live yet. It's going to come in later. They want your feedback on this. You'll be able to take one person. Now let's go on to the next one, a Calico Max Hog. Oh, very nice. And remember, you can go and craft that right now. So for about $30, you can go and craft craft a ship that'll take one extra crew member somewhere. Now, if you compare these two, of course not. A Thimble Lobby is not worth $30. Calico Max worth $30. So if you want the cheapest option, you're going to go to the Lobby. But it's only one crew. What's one crew going to do? You're not going to pay, a Thimble Lobby to do one crew. To find cheaper solutions for that. Now the next one, of course, was, look at this, 9 and 12. Now this is when we go to level 4, which is I think a medium, yes. So you have a Calico Hero, which can take 9 crew members, and then the best one, I think this is really great, and thank God I have one of these, is a Calico Evac. I think that makes kind of sense, doesn't it, guys? Because Calico Evac is like the rescue ship, rescue hospital ship. Of course, it's going to have capacity to hold a lot of people because it's like a ambulance hospital kind of thing. I like that. So I'm very happy that I got one of these, and I'll be able to transport 12 crew at a time. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Then you can see, even if you go up to higher levels, some of these ships, like a Rainbow Ohm, that's like 4 times the size of a Calico Evac, can only take 4 people, 4 crew members. Low, right? These put 4 people. What that is? What's the Ranger? Packlight is 4. Oh, the Ranger is the new ship. Sorry, the new ship that we saw. Ranger. Imp 2 is 4 people. An Arc, Rainbow Arc, that ship is huge. It can only take 14 people. So you're saying if you want to transport people and you have a Rainbow Arc and you have a Calico Evac, look at the price difference on that. Calico Evac is way better, way better. Now the Bitboat, look at that. That's probably one of the biggest ones that's affordable. The Bitboat is like the big transport passenger kind of ships. It's an entertainment hub. 65 people, 65 crew members. That's awesome. That's going to take you, that's going to be really good. Now, think about it like this, right? It's all about the cost to transport, because it's going to cost you fuel as well as, what else? Actually, just fuel to go from A to B. I'm going to mine or... Don't know if the crew, if these people need sustenance, food to sustain them on the journey. That's a nice little sink there they should put in. But yeah, as you can see, Purple Bitboat's pretty good. But yeah, this is not live yet. It's going to come in later. I'm going to stop talking. Now let's go and see on Sage Labs what is the new updates. We can see, of course, that you can redeem some new ships now. Let's go ahead and see what's out. Let's go to operations. Let's go to craft and do the ships. Are they what? They should have a different one just for ships, right? Not for tier 1, tier. Yeah, oh good, it's tier 6. Okay. Maybe if we can rename tier 6 to like ships, because that's the only thing we'll be able to craft, right? We're not crafting anything else apart from consumable ships, right? But anyway, it takes a while. Let's see, titanium 722, some copper, electromagnetics, power source, energy, substrate. Excellent. That's fine. Let's go and see what that's actually going to cost. So let's go here to EVI, which is one of the best tools, okay, there is. So as you can see here, Calico Max Card, I just want to do one, and let's say I have about 1 crew. Estimate on time only. So they're saying to buy everything raw and craft it right now, it's going to cost you around $34. $34 for 1 Max Hog. And that's going to have the ability to transport 1 passenger. Not bad. If you buy the recipe, if you want to buy everything pre-made and then you just put it together, it's going to cost you $39. So 39 versus 34, but of course you have to put in the crafting cost of everything else on top, like compounding it up to those compounds, as well as the cost of your crew that's time, because they'll have an opportunity cost as well. So yeah, some considerations there. $34, very interesting. Now, nextly was the LP redemptions. That's not live yet, but it will be coming later. Now, Epoch, this Epoch has just finished. Okay, look at this. There's 22 hours left to go in this Epoch, and there is already so there's 2 million Atlas to be going around. 2,028,000. I've got 3 million LP. Now imagine this. If no one puts in any more LP at the moment, I would get 7,800 Atlas for this LP. But I know that's not what I'm going to get, because a lot more people are going to put in. Those whales are going to come in, they're going to put all their LP in there, okay? You know why? Because the shit they can make is very, very profitable for the whales, okay? Now you can see here, this is what I'm more likely to get. 372 Atlas. It's still peanuts compared to what you can get on the actual marketplace if you just go and sell your items. So yeah, the whales are having a great time. Okay, whales are having a great time in staratlas. But hey, they paid that money. They paid for this whole interface. Okay, they paid for the game to be made. No, you don't like me saying that, but they supplied the most money to the team, and the team created the product. Yes, they get to have a good time. That doesn't mean they should be. There is the bigger problem, of course, though, that if the whales keep having a great time all the time, there won't be any small people, small members, like small economies think about it like this: small jobs, like giant corporations take over the world as they are being done now. Small businesses get to fail. That's just how it is. So the team need to find a nice to. No economics expert, but that's what I'm going to say. Now, so that's the raw materials, and you can see here the Starbase upgrading is going pretty well. You can see here. Anyway, doesn't matter. Like, we need another small there. Fill in the void. On scanning in general, that's how that has the highest list. Okay, my friends, it's 20 minutes. Let's go into the best thing I want to show you for this, and I'm going to make a donation to Viktor and AFIA for actually doing it, because I think this hits the nail on the head on what the small person can do. Actually helps us make a decision, right? So there is a new feature, a new table in AFIA's Flipside dashboard. Okay? Now go to the Sage overview. Okay? First thing that's already known and that you should know is there's the Starbase upgrading profitability and there's the Starbase crafting profitability. Crafting tells you should go and craft something or you should go and buy it. Which one's cheaper? Starbase profitability tells you how much LP are you going to get for putting in specific items into a Starbase upgrading. And I'm going to take myself away and then zoom in here so you can see. Take myself away. So right now you see you can get an 84% gain on LP to Atlas if you do frameworks. But you come over here to particle accelerators. Look at that, nearly 700% gain on particle accelerator. Now, bring myself back here. I can't do particle accelerators. You can't do particle accelerators. They are incredibly hard to do. Okay? The weight is very high. There's a lot of infrastructure that goes behind making it. We can't do it. Okay? But the whales can. Okay, so they get to reap the rewards of this 700% gain. Okay? Now, the next thing on top of that is radiation absorbers, and then you go to framework. So maybe I actually should be focusing on frameworks a bit more. Of course, you got to find a place to put the frameworks. But this isn't what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, this is not a. Let me show you what I wanted to show you. Go to the Starbase gameplay analytics. Go to cargo and scanning, and go all the way down to this new one. This one is called PM and ROI Starbase scan / So guys, let me try my best to try and explain this to you. Okay? Hopefully I don't chop it up. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. So you have each specific type of ship, okay? And then they have taken some assumptions. They, as Viktor and a few of the data runners, have taken some assumptions. Say, okay, well, if you're just mining hydrogen at the CSS, this is all the return on investment, as well as the mining time, and if you're scanning as well from the CSS. But have a look at this. If you have a Chi, okay, the price is $123, okay? The scan ROI, the profit margin is what you're going to make up, but the ROI is return of investment. So the highest return of investment in all of the ships to scan hydrogen at the base is 78%. That's very, very damn good. Okay? 78%. Now that's to me, guys, let me bring myself back here. That's to me so much better than actually going to try and get some frameworks and do the whole infrastructure. I would rather just hydrogen and sell it. It's even less transaction costs on top of it. Yeah, definitely. See this? So that's oh, sorry, not mine hydrogen. This is scanning. Like, data is so hard. You got to make sure you say the right words in the right context. Otherwise, it's all bullshit. Okay. Let me bring myself away here. But this is scanning. Okay. So Chi is so much better at 78%. What's worse for scanning at the moment? An Ogrica. What's this one? Nirich? Yeah, that's a Nirich. Nirich is terrible at scanning. Would not be using your Nirich to scan at all. 3 is terrible at scanning. Calco ship it. 18% scanning. No, don't do that at all. Let's go to mining hydrogen. So that's scanning and then mining ROI. That's what I want to say. PX5 at 66% is best at mining ROI, which is really, really good, guys. I'm still happy to do that, rather than go and do all the infrastructure of mining everything else everywhere and bringing it here, crafting it, all this stuff. A Thimble air bike, also not bad at nearly 60%. That's very good, right? Very, very good. Imp 2, 57. Now keep in mind, this is only mining hydrogen, right? If you've got questions on this, I would really, really recommend come into AFIA, ask Viktor, but he just talked about this not long ago. Of course, this data is updated about every 12 hours, half a day, I believe, 12 hours ago. This might change a little. But basically, what can you do with this? Okay, guys, what can we do with this? This tells me if I have certain ships, I can start making a decision if I should be mining or if I should be scanning it. Okay? Let's take the Rainbow Chi, for example. The Rainbow Chi scanning return on investment is 78%. Okay? Whereas if you do the same for mining return on investment, 54, nearly 55%. So that's like a 20% better return on investment if you're scanning versus mining hydrogen. Okay? So right away you're like, oh, what should I actually be doing? And 20%, right? Times that by how many Chis you have in one fleet makes them. Okay? What about this? Thimble air bikes. You would not be using Thimble air bikes to go and mine. Alright, it's better to be scanning with it. You get 75%. Now the data, of course, has a lot of variables in it. A lot of assumptions made, whereas and this is only for hydrogen, because when you're going to scan something else, there's a lot more calculation that has to go in. Okay, but yeah, I love this. Viktor, thank you so much. I want to donate to you. Where is the donation address? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like it first. Where's the donation address? Ah, Viktor, where is it? Put it right close by. Anyway, I'm gonna donate something. Guys, if you use Evi and you use Flipside, you need to be helping these guys out. They put a lot of effort into this. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, that is a really, really great tab to have. I'm gonna use that exclusively now to say, okay, how do I arrange my fleets, right? Do I need to be scanning? Do I need to be mining hydrogen? And I typically, I don't mine hydrogen as such now. I used to do food. I did surplus of hydrogen. I have like over 100 hydrogen. I know it's not a lot. Fuel, sorry, I have over 100 million fuel. I know it's not a lot, but it's enough for me to last like a couple of weeks at least. Like actually a couple of months, I would say. That's fine, and I focus on something else. I don't want to be chopping and changing. I just want to leave it and then not check it for like a week. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you. It's 30 minutes already. I like to harp on too much, so thank you very much. Sorry it's been a while for the video. If you have any requests, let me know.